Hello everyone, welcome to Wise-ish. I'm your host, Sister Jenna from America Meditating Podcast. Hopefully you've been allowing this particular period of the pandemic to have you tuning to some of your favorite podcasts, and America Meditating certainly being one of them. We've been having some incredible guests on air, and I hope that you've been able to take advantage of some of the wisdom and steps and tools that they've come to offer our lives to make it a lot better. You're okay, I'm hoping, and I hope that you're weathering this particular period. It's a holiday season, and we just passed through Thanksgiving, and now we're approaching Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa and then the New Year, and we're still grappling with this virus. And even though I know some of the companies, I think Moderna, Oxford, I think UK, some sort of a company, forgive me, I don't remember the name, but Pfizer and a few others are rolling out the vaccines, and so hopefully that will be of a little bit of a less stress on our consciousness, wondering about, who's going to get it and, how to maintain this. And I think one of the things that I've been thinking about, at least, is what's the impact this incredible change has had on our consciousness and the way we see ourselves and each other. And I don't have an answer for you yet, but I know that some of the things that people have told me is that they feel a deeper appreciation for family and friends, or there are some people that feel gratitude, even though they're aware that there are many people that are going through a very hard time. They're in that mode of gratitude that they know it could be a whole lot worse, and it isn't. There are some that are just uncertain. I haven't spoken to anyone as yet, and I would love for you to put your comments in if you can. But I haven't spoken to anyone who just is flippant about this whole process. Like they're dying, they just don't know what to do. They're pulling their hair out. And I don't know if it's just a circle of people that I'm with, but everybody just seems to be coping, and in one way they feel comfortable not having to rush here, rush there, which goes to show that maybe we were just tired of going here, going there, and running all over the place all the time. So some folks are just really happy about the kind of a settling in, in the home and doing work from there. So I've been hearing a lot about that. There are also some folks who will say that I miss traveling. I miss going out and just doing certain things, going to restaurants. They miss that. But I just haven't heard anyone speaking how awful they are feeling being at home. There are moments that I'll have throughout the day, whether I'm having a bite to eat or I might be walking from one room to another room, and I keep thinking about humanity and people. And I ask, how are they coping? Because I feel, I've been so blessed with service, the opportunity to still be of service to at least one person outside of my bloodline. And I've been able to, be at home with family and have friends who are all, COVID tested or protected, or who'll come by with their masks, and we spend some good quality time together. And it feels like, okay, it has become simpler. It's simpler. And I still feel like, my life has continued. I'm still able to do America Meditating Radio. We've even started to do Wise-ish, and hopefully we've developed a few Wise-ish fans out there. So it's nice for you to kind of retweet or, share the program even that we're doing today. But I find myself thinking about, how are people coping? Yesterday, I was sharing with Santosh that it feels like house arrest. Like you can't go out. And what it must be like to have this idea in your head that you can't go outside. You have to stay in. It's like this movie that just doesn't stop. It has a sequel to it, and the sequels keep going on and on and on. And so I think about individuals at home who don't have family or friends, or who might be in a job or might have lost their jobs, and they're lonely, and it's the holiday time. And so what I wanted to do, this session is for you. I just want you to know that I know that it's tough. After a while, you kind of don't know how many more times you need to go to the fridge to see if there's something to eat, or to walk from one room to another just to get a piece of paper, or to maybe go by your window and look outside and think and think and keep thinking and keep thinking. that after a while you don't know what to do. How much are you going to sit on your sofa and watch Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or any of these stations? How long are you going to surf social media and look at what other people are doing? How many more Zoom meetings will you have to make you feel like still there's something happening? This is a testy time for you. And perhaps what it's inviting you to do is to really begin to look at the value of who you are. That when we get out of this pandemic, you'll become more in service to humanity. That maybe you'll start to cultivate deeper relationships. That means to maybe give a little bit more of yourself. Maybe you'll have to take a lot more stuff also from people as well. So it's a great opportunity for you to capitalize on your hidden talents, things that you've often known that is sitting in you, or you really want them to emerge, and now you're saying, maybe you're recognizing you do have the time rather, and you can actually do it for yourself. So for whatever it's worth, if you're out there by yourself during this particular pandemic, as we approach the holiday season, please find a way to connect to people, to friends, to contacts, old relationships. Somewhere dig deep inside and begin to, or continue to, come from a very deeper place in the quality of your exchange and your relationships and friendships. And break the pattern or the routine that might be putting you more and more in a corner of being isolated, or being alone, or being by yourself, and feeling this to be, the most harshest experience you could have ever gone through. And by all means, stay connected to Source and deepen your faith with the one above to see if you can continue to pull the love and the peace and the purity that is definitely out there. All right, so let's see what your blessing of the day is. And today's blessing on Wise-ish is: you are the one who is constantly worthy of receiving God's blessings by taking the benefit of remembering the sincere promises that you have made. That's really interesting, isn't it? I like that. All right, so look, you take good care of yourselves. Be safe, be open-minded, always be willing to learn, to look at what are some of the things that you might be missing, and take advantage of this time of introspection, reflection, silence, connectivity with yourself, with Source, and become the true diamond that I know you can be. Remember, no one can take away your happiness unless you give them permission, and we really are here to love each other the same. So let's do that. Take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow.